All right. Hey, this is me showing you a little bit about Balloons Tower Defense 6. It's available on PC, Mac, iOS, Android, um, several, pretty much every kind of online platform there is. You can download this game. There are some free versions out there, but uh, to me, it's only a 6.99 download from the Apple Store or from Steam, so not a very expensive download, but a very fun game. And so wanted to get into it. So the first concept to understand about this game, and where the decisions start to come in, is it's all about these monkeys. There's different types. You have your primary, military, magic, and support monkeys. And their goal is to stop the balloons from crossing a finish line and lowering your life total. So each monkey has a decision matrix built into where there are three different paths that you can take. You can only activate two of the paths at a time, so you can't activate power-ups from all three. And each power-up gives you different abilities. So, for example, on this dart monkey, you can do sharper shots, which gives you an extra pop per balloon, quicker, which makes you 15% faster, or long range, which gives you further area to shoot. And then going from there, you can see there are just different options as you go down the paths. And so each person has these abilities. So the a boomerang or the cannon or tack shooter, um, some of them have this extra one on the end that's called a paragon. And so after you get to the final form of whatever that monkey is that you're doing, you have the ability to activate the paragon form, which again just gives you more power. Um, so getting into the game itself, there are also these heroes that can do different things depending on who you're playing. So right now I have Oben Greenfoot as my hero because I like to play with the druids, the druid monkeys, and he gives boosts to that specific class. So if I go out here and I go to play, there are several different maps that you can choose from, that range from beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert. Um, and in each one, there is an easy, medium, and hard mode. And then just for this example, I'm going to go ahead and do it on hard mode. And then I've already beaten it on hard mode on standard. And then there's just extra rules that you can play by with other versions of the game. But just starting on the base game, this is the first map that anybody would encounter when they play the game. This is the tutorial map. It teaches you how the game works. So you can see the green arrows are where the balloons will come into the map. The red arrow is where they will exit the map. And so they will follow this path. They'll loop around, go down, loop around again, come across, up and over, around, and then down and out. So each monkey has a range that they can pop darts within. So let me grab my ninja monkey right here. And that gray circle outside of that surrounds him indicates his range. So if I put him right here, so now my monkey cannot pop any balloons that come outside of this gray area. So if a balloon were able to go all the way around here and through here and escape out this end, as of now, that balloon would go out and my life total up here would decrease because he's no longer within range. Some monkeys have unlimited range, like the sniper monkey. So I'll go ahead and just click play. And so as you can see, you have a total of money up here, and then that corresponds to what you can buy over here on this panel. So each monkey costs a certain amount of dollars, and as you pop balloons, you're going to gain more money. Um, and then also your power-ups cost money. So right now, it looks like, oh boy, come on. There we go. Okay, got a little nervous there. Um, so the first thing that I want to do is not actually power up my monkeys, but I want to cover this area that's exposed. So what I'm going to do is make my next decision, grab a sniper monkey that has unlimited range, and I'm just going to put him here back towards the back of the map. Um, Another element of the decision making in this game is that you can select the targeting for each monkey. So they can either target the first balloon in line, the last balloon in line, the closest balloon to that monkey, or the strongest balloon on the map. Typically, you would want to leave it on first, just so that way you can winnow it down towards the end. Um, but certain monkeys can also support each other. So my next goal is now I want to activate my alchemist monkey, which is going to help increase the speed and power of my ninja. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my alchemist right here, and then I'm going to start activating some of these power-ups. So large potions, acidic mixture, ninja discipline. And then you can also see up here in the top, on hard mode, you have to survive 80 rounds. On easy, it's 40, and on medium, it's 60 rounds. So to complete this game, you have to survive all 80 rounds. I'm currently on round 14 out of 80. And so I want to go ahead and activate power-ups. And I prefer to set the monkeys that I need out first and then work on power-ups. Um, which I should put a druid right there. And then, like I said, you have your hero. I should probably put him out too, so he can support my druid. So the game really plays itself for most of the time. I have it set to where it will auto start each level. Otherwise, you would have to click the play button down here in between each round. But I have it set to where it auto plays each round for me, um, which is just here in the settings. You can just click turn on auto start. Um, and so So again, my strategy is that I like to have my Ninja Monkey is going to do most of the damage, and he is going to be supported by the Alchemist. Um, and then the Druid is kind of there to help clean up some of the strays. And then Obin is going to help support the Druid Monkey. So you can see once you've selected two paths, you can only the third path automatically closes. So if I come over here to my sniper monkey, you can see all three paths are currently open. Well, I have to make a decision. Do I want to have the bullets pop through more layers of balloons? Do I want to have additional damage to camouflage balloons, or do I want to shoot faster? So typically you want to be able to see camouflage balloons because that's going to be good for you later down the game. And then that opens up. So I have still a decision to make. Do I want to do full metal jacket or do I want faster firing? Well, I'm going to say I want faster firing. That automatically closes the path for the top row. So now I can only activate these ones. So if I activate the second one there and the second one there, now this leads me to another decision that's going to lock something out. So if I want to go with the semi-automatic, then it is going to lock out and max upgrade this particular row. So now I can take this row up to its fourth and final form. Um, and so that kind of locks you into the decision tree on that. And then, like I said, each upgrade just costs a certain amount of money. And so the higher up you go in the chain of decisions, the more money each thing is going to cost. Um, so like, see, it just went from 3,000 to get the stronger stimulant to 51,000 to get permanent brew. So right now he's kind of as maxed out as I want him to be for now. He's kind of the same way that Grandmaster Ninja would cost 37,000. And so these ones are a little bit more affordable. This is again where I'm going to choose Druid of the Jungle because I like his powers a little bit more. And it blocks out that top row and then just kind of sets your strategy in motion. Um, so I've found this to be a really potent combination to where you don't really have to worry about too much. And I can really just sit back and relax and let some of these things go. Um, like I said, there are a whole bunch of monkeys that you can choose from. Some of them, like the submarine and the pirate, they can only be played in water. So since there's no water on this map, I can't activate either of those two. Um, but then these are like the support things that you can do. So if I want to get more money, I can actually grab a banana farm like this, and then it is going to drop bananas, which there you go. You collect the bananas and you get more money. So again, easy collect, banana salvage, marketplace, increase production, greater production. So now it's just going to sit there in the corner and it's going to just pop money and just increase in value. So that's just going to help me gain resources faster. Um, so now I have three of those, and they're just sitting there popping off, making me all kinds of money. Um, and I'll do one more. Okay, perfect. So now I've got five. That's making me 100 every couple seconds. Um, so that's just going to make my money increase exponentially. Um, as you can see, there are different kinds of balloons that come through. Some are stronger than others, some are weaker than others. And so as it goes, it just these guys just kind of dominate. And as you can probably saw, I just hit level 70, so I've been playing this game for a while. So it's really good. It's easier for me. But I think it'd be really interesting to like just for like I said, the decision making aspects that there are so many decisions that you need to consider when you're playing. Like, how are you going to structure your board? Where are you going to place the monkeys? How are they going to interact with each other? Currently on around 62 out of 80. So honestly, I think I'm good to just let these guys do their thing. Once I start to get enough money, I can do some upgrades. So I'm going to go ahead, do that one upgrade there. And then from here, we just wait. And down here in the bottom corner, there are also power-ups that you can use that each monkey will have. Once they reach a certain level, they'll have abilities. So, like that one just gives me a little bit more money. If I activate this one, it's going to pop up a tree in the middle of the route that's going to stop these bigger balloons. Um, And then this one will shoot a bunch of brambles along the path to help stop and pop some of those balloons as well. So you can see the tree is still there because it's kind of on this edge of the map. So they would have to go around and hit it from this angle for it to really start popping them. Um, so it's just kind of there as a protector for right now. And then let's just say I wanted to be safe. One of my other favorite supports in this game is this spike factory. So if you find a place where there is a good bend, like right here that covers three angles, or even right here where these guys are that covers four angles of the uh, map, you can take a spike factory, place it right there, and it's just going to start putting spikes along the floor. So I want faster production and Moab, Mother of All Balloons. I want the Moab Shredder and then Spike Storm. And then I want bigger stacks and I want white hot spikes. So these will cut through lead balloons and frozen balloons, so that's really helpful. And then the spike ability shoots a thick layer of spikes over the entire track. So if I click on this button, it is instantly going to load the map with tons of those spikes. And then there's a cooldown. I think this one is like 10 to 15 seconds for the cooldown. And the spikes reset after each map, after each round, unless you go on this bottom path, which has lifelong spikes, and then they stay out during for the whole duration. But I particularly like this setup here with the this spike factory, the way that it produces. And so now, since I've upgraded this to its final form, Carpet of Spikes, it's regularly just going to carpet the whole track with spikes. So it just sits there and just continually throws them across the whole map. Okay, and we're almost done with this round, and round 79 out of 80. Victory. Okay, so I've won this round. So then it gives you your totals. So Towers Placed was 11. I popped 260,416 balloons. Total damage was 348,688. Cash generated over the total course was 54,609. Mother of all balloons popped. I popped 265 of those. Power-ups, I didn't use any. Instants, I didn't use any. And abilities, I used four times. And then the total cash spent was 116,625. And then my star monkey was my 240 druid monkey. He was the one that did the best. He popped 126,000 balloons. Okay. So now I've collected my reward, and then I can either go home or I can do free play mode, which just allows the game to continue indefinitely until you end up losing. But I'm just gonna go ahead and click home, and that's the end of that round. So then I would get the um the little ribbon saying that I've completed that map. And so, yeah, you can do this on a ton of maps. There's a ton of choices there. So very decision laden game. Um, a lot of them you have to make kind of quickly, and you have to strategize as to what you want to do. I think it's a super fun game. So if I can play this and submit it as part of our class, I think that'd be very fun. I think it'd also be fun for other students to play as well. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.